Get ready to dive into epic adventures, intense battles, and massive open worlds. These are the most exciting medieval games coming out this year. First up, we have Crimson Desert, a massive open-world RPG that looks absolutely stunning. Set in the medieval fantasy world of Pywell, this game gives players the freedom to explore different regions, experience deep storytelling, and engage in action-packed combat. From what we've seen in the trailers, Crimson Desert has a Red Dead Redemption 2 vibe, but with a medieval twist. Think wagon hijackings, horse taming, and large-scale battles. Next up is Kingmakers, and this one is wild. Imagine going back to medieval times, but with modern military weapons. That's exactly what this game is all about. You'll lead an army of knights and archers, but instead of just swords and bows, you'll also have machine guns, grenades, and even airstrikes. It's not trying to be historically accurate, it's just pure chaotic fun. If you love classic RPGs, you'll be happy to know that Gothic is making a comeback with a full remake. Originally released in 2001, Gothic was one of the first RPGs to feature a truly living world, where NPCs had their own routines, eating, sleeping, working, making the game feel alive. The remake is keeping that same immersive feel, but updating it with modern graphics and smoother combat. Unlike most medieval fantasy RPGs, Gothic leans more into realism, with deep storytelling, tough choices, and survival elements. If you're seeking a realistic medieval role-playing game, Kinstrife could be your ideal choice. Set in 13th century Germany, you play as a knight traveling the land with your loyal followers. You'll visit historical sites, fight in tournaments, and battle your way to fame and fortune. The big draw here is the combat. Every swing of your sword is fully physics-based, so skill and timing are everything. Speaking of realistic combat, Half-Sword takes it to another level. This game is all about medieval duels with fully physics-based fighting. Every weapon, from swords to maces, moves just like it would in real life, making fights feel incredibly immersive. There's no release date yet, but if you're on PC, you can already try the free demo on Steam. Now, if you want something a little darker, Blight Survival is a medieval horror action game that looks incredible. In this game, a deadly plague is turning the dead into terrifying monsters, and it's up to you to stop it. The combat is brutal and weighty, with grappling, tackling, and intense melee fights. The late medieval armor designs are not only historically accurate, but also fully customizable. Last but not least, we have Middle Ages Peasants and Knights, a survival and crafting game set in 14th century Europe. This one is for players who love realism. You'll have to craft your own tools, grind grain, smelt metal, and build everything from scratch. Even the inventory system is realistic. If you chop down a tree, you have to carry the wood home piece by piece. There's a lot to look forward to in the medieval gaming world this year. Which one are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments.